All right, so how does it feel just kind of, be prepping for a college football quarterfinal?
It's awesome. I mean, I know a lot of people don't get this opportunity, and I know a lot of the team is awesome, and we're super hyped up and fired up to be, one of the only 8 teams left in college football. So it's awesome. It's an awesome experience, awesome opportunity for us.
What's it been like just, obviously from the beginning of the season, picked dead last, that narrative's kind of been beaten to death, but just, week in, week out, maybe getting more believers nationally in terms of what, this program's been able to accomplish?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what we kind of preached in January and like summer and fall camp. All those foundations that we've had, it kind of helped us to where we are today. And like I said earlier, all the work that we put in the summer and camp is starting to pay off. All the little things that we want to accomplish, all the little details that we want to keep in mind, it's helping us out, and it's kind of paying off in the end. So for us to go this far, it's an awesome opportunity for us.
How much of this success this year do you attribute to the team culture and just, obviously the foundation, you guys were able to lay last year, but, put into practice in terms of kind of the resiliency, the ability to kind of overcome all the obstacles during the games?
I think the entirety of our team success is kind of based on our culture. You can't really have a team culture without the foundation. And I feel like that's what Coach Dillingham and Coach Royal and B. Ward and all those guys kind of instilled in us, and especially Coach Joe. I think Coach Joe did a good job with us in the offseason, instilling all the pillars of the program. And I feel like that's kind of how we play. We play hard, we play smart, we play tough, and we take care of the ball and stuff like that. So it's definitely a testament to the pillars of the program, and I think that's kind of the biggest thing where culture wins.
I know, the nature of the offensive line is kind of, as a unit, but you've also been able to rack up some, nice list of individual accolades this year. What's it been like just, kind of get that recognition, along with, of course, the team success?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it's a blessing for sure. I'm kind of happy to see the work that I've put in the past 6 years finally come to pay off. It's awesome to get all those accolades and stuff like that, but at the same time, I wouldn't get all those accolades without the team. The guys next to me, Ben, Kyle, Max, Josh, and Emmett, all those guys kind of helped me to be where I am today. So it's huge shout out to those guys.
Have you been able to do any kind of early prep in terms of obviously don't know the opponent as of yet, but just some early scouting on Clemson or Texas?
Well, we were watching a little bit of both of those guys, but they're a really physical team. They're in the playoffs for a reason, and I feel like that's kind of where we got to do our homework as well. And so they got to realize that we're a physical team as well, so they got to do their homework as well. So that's kind of, both teams are kind of similar in the defensive perspective, but at the same time, we still got to do our work.
So, of course, you'll be moving on after the season, but, a lot of these linemen will be returning, especially some of the younger guys, maybe getting a chance in 2025. Who are some of the young bucks that ASU fans need to look out for?
I think Sean Na'a, I think Kua, all those guys that were just right here, I think the future of the offensive line is really bright. You got dudes like Champ. Champ is a freshman, and he's doing really well. He's coming along really well. I think you just got to give him a really spring ball and fall camp to really get get comfortable with his technique and stuff like that. But I think those guys, who else is in there? Champ, Sean, Kua, all those young guys, I think they're coming along really well, and I think they're going to be a really good extension for the future of the offensive line.
Regardless of how this playoff run ends, how gratifying is it to you to be a part of coming in, going through a difficult year, but ultimately rebuilding this program and along with everybody else, getting Sun Devil football back to prominence? I
think it's awesome. I think when I got recruited here by Coach Dillingham, he told me his vision of we're going to win here regardless if I come here or not. And having that mindset, just being instilled in the program is awesome. And I feel like that's kind of where the selling point for me, where if Coach Dillingham has that mindset of we're going to win regardless of what you do, I think that's a mindset I can get behind, and that's why I came here. So seeing the growth from last year to this year is just awesome because, all the things that Coach Dillingham and I talked in our recruiting meeting really came true, and it's awesome to see that we also bring a lot of dudes in that fit the program. And you see guys like Ben Coleman, Jacob Kongaika, all those dudes that fit the culture, and I feel like that's kind of why this team is so successful.
How have the folks back in Hawaii maybe taken to riding this wave of success with you?
It's awesome. It's awesome to have a really good foundation from the hometown. I think a lot of the people are starting to reach out to me, and especially my high school. A lot of the teachers and stuff like that kind of taught me in high school are starting to reach out and have a really good support system. So it's awesome to see that the people from my hometown really come out to support me.
Question in the back. So you have this saying, "Ka-chigga." Where did you get that from, sir?
It's just an expression, it's from Cars. It's the green car, Chick Hicks, if you don't know. It's like, ka-chigga, like, it's just an expression, like a big play, so.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks, bro.
So how difficult is it to block a guy like Jacob day in, day out?
He's awesome. He beats me up every day in practice. You should see the one-on-ones. I'll pull up the film. He beats me up every day. I try to get better, and, it's awesome to see those guys like Jacob and CJ. Going up against those guys like that who are high energy, high effort dudes that, continue to make you better. So having that competition definitely helped me out in camp and my success in this season.
What's it like to be a finalist for the Polynesian College Football Player of the Year?
It's awesome. It's awesome to represent my culture, awesome to represent my community and stuff like that. So it's definitely a blessing to represent the Polynesian community.
Kenny, some players have said that when on your recruiting visit, when they met Kenny, that he asked them, like, tell me something weird about yourself. Did he ever do anything like that with you?
I don't think so. I mean, not that I know. I just remember our meetings being so straightforward, and like we were talking a lot of smack when it came to bowling when we went to our visit in bowling. We're going back and forth. I ended up coming out on top. So next time you talk to him, ask him about me versus him in the bowling alley. Just ask him, see what he says. But if he says he's won, he's lying. He's lying big time.
Okay. And also what I've heard is he likes to talk a lot, but he maybe can't back it up. Is that true? I don't know if he's a good bowler or not, but I've definitely heard that's the case in Matt.
See, the thing is, like, he's a big mental person. Like, he'll talk so much crap to you just to piss you off. And like when you get pissed off, like he knows he got you, and like especially in Madden when you throw a pick or something, and he just lets it ride. You know what I mean? And so having that as a head coach is awesome. Having his youth, being able to be competitive, and having him being running around and stuff like that, is so awesome. Having a head coach as young as that.
He's a big music guy, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a fun music, not like everybody listens to it every day type of music, but at the same time, I think he listens to more of those old school, kind of like catchy type of music, but nobody really knows what he's talking about. But yeah, he has some weird music taste, I think.
Someone said that he would before meetings he'll put something on YouTube and make happy songs from 2017.
Yeah, so even today, he was like, the search was most iconic songs from 1970. He played the song, nobody knew what the song was. And we're like, start the meeting. Like, we have no idea what song he's playing, but especially from the 1970s, nobody really knows that song.
Did you know that he started as a dodgeball coach?
No way. Actually?
8th grade dodgeball.
I'm on his head for that one. I'm definitely gonna. At where?
One of the local middle schools here.
Yeah.
We got the dodgeball team back together for one more game this week.
Oh, that's crazy.
And they just talk about the influence that Kenny has on them as people. How's he influenced you?
I think the influence he has is awesome. Especially like I said, his vision of when I first got here on my recruiting visit. My official visit, just the energy he has and the passion that he has for this school, for this community, for this town is just one of a kind. I've been around a lot of staffs where they're just there to do their job, but I think Kenny's done a good job of showing everyone his passion, showing everybody that he cares, and I feel like that's the selling point that he has. He cares. He genuinely cares about you as a person. Genuinely cares about you for your future. So I'd love to get behind a guy like that supports that types of ideas. So him influencing me is awesome because I definitely want to become like Kenny Dillingham. Be a good person, not music taste wise, but be a good person, be funny and dorky every now and then. But yeah, he's definitely an awesome, great guy.